Good evening everyone and welcome back to the beautiful Chesil Beach here in Dorset. It's 5:15, we're 4 hours from high water, which is just perfect for this beach. And my intentions tonight is to catch a few plaice for you. What I'm going to do is pretty much like my last session, is fish up till night, get a couple hours sleep, get up in the morning, fish first light for plaice as I'm coaching tomorrow afternoon. So if you like your Chesil Beach and you like your plaice fishing and you love your sunshine, then this is definitely, and I mean definitely, the video for you. Thanks for watching everyone. Welcome back everyone. All right, in my last video I've done plenty of coaching. In this one we're just going to get on total fishing. All right, firstly, this is a rig I'm going to use. Exactly the same as my last video. I'm going to be using an earth rig. As you can tell, the sun may be shining, but it's pretty windy. All right, so hope it sounds all right and the sound comes out fine. I'm using my external mic, so it should be fine. Firstly, this is my rig. I'm just going to be brief. All right, this is an earth rig. Okay, same as before, plenty of movement, 3 hooks below the lead, allows plenty of movement, plenty of finesse. As before, size 1 hooks, plenty of movement, nice thin snoods, the way I'm going to target the fish again tonight. It worked last time, it'll work again tonight, hopefully. Although I'm at a separate, different part of the beach. As you can see, I've got some beautiful ragworm here that I picked up from West Bay Angling, as you've seen in the intro. Just going to load them up. How are you everyone? You all right? Obviously the sun's shining. I'm feeling back to myself, so everyone's winning. Thanks again for all your feedback on the last video. It's a good little video, although I did do quite a lot of coaching. This video is just about fishing. All right, as I mentioned in my intro, I'm going to fish this evening as I'm coaching here tomorrow. When it gets dark, I'm going to get some sleep, get up in the morning, fish the first 3 or 4 hours, so get up about 4 o'clock, fish to sort of 7 o'clock, get a couple hours sleep and go meet my clients tomorrow afternoon. But hopefully we can get into a few plaice. So as before, I've got 3 hooks below. They're tiny hooks and I've definitely got a chance. These ragworm are amazing, they're really slippery. So what I'm going to do is fish ragworm on 2 hooks and a little bit of squid on 1, just in case an odd ray or a gurnard comes along, and I'll definitely have a chance. Welcome back everyone, welcome back to Chesil Beach. I've got both rods in the water and we're fishing. Hopefully you can pick it up on camera, but I'm using a 3-ounce lead on one and a 4-ounce lead on the other. So I'm rolling some baits around my whole area. So the tide's running from left to right, so I've walked up about 40 yards. I've cast out. As it's not rough, as I've mentioned before, I didn't tighten up straight to the lead. So I've left the boa line, which is now tightened up, and it's bouncing those leads all the way around on my earth rig. So my lead's bouncing round, all 3 hooks are running behind, making lots of disturbance, plenty of movement, and hopefully we can attract a few plaice. Well, that's the aim anyway. I'm not sure how the spider crab situation is going to be. Obviously I'm using light snood, small hooks, so if there is spiders out there, they're definitely going to bite me off. But as I mentioned before, as I'm using an earth rig, I can quickly add a couple of hooks. Yeah, it's a pain in the bum, but it's pretty simple. If I was using a loop rig or something like that, as soon as you lose a hook, it's useless, and I'd be chopping it up and keeping the components. At least with an earth rig, I've got about 8 or 9 made anyway, so I should be fine. But if I need to, I can just add a hook and it saves a lot of messing around. What I'm going to do is keep fishing. If I get any bites, I'll bring you back, switch your camera on. Hopefully we can get some bites on camera, and you never know, I might get into a few Plaice. On my first rod, when I wound it in, I lost a hook. So the spider's right there. I looked round, had some nice little pull downs on this one, but I wasn't quick enough to put the camera on. So I was baiting up. So hopefully, might have something on here. Bit of weight, but as I said on my first rig, there was definitely spider action because I lost a hook. So I might have picked up a spider crab on here. But I'll keep the camera rolling. Sometimes your lead can dig into the mud and the clay. If there is a fish, it's not that big. Well, you never know. Could be a bloody spider, mate. Could be a nothing. It's not a big fish, if there is one. Nope. I got my hooks back, so that's a good start. But I've got no bait, so I've got to be quicker now. As I've been stripped on the first cast both times after 20 minutes, I'm gonna have to drop it down now to about 12 minutes, make sure I'm fishing, make sure I'm putting plenty of bait out there. Hopefully, when the tide pushes a little bit more, the spiders are clear off and I might be able to get into a few Plaice, because they're definitely there, everyone. They're definitely there. Right, as you can see, my left-hand rod's pulled round, just come round nice and slow and stayed there. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a Plaice, it could be a spider crab, but let's have a look at it, shall we? It's been out there about a quarter of an hour. The last two casts, I've wound in and had bait on. So the tide's pulling, so we're in a good position. Hopefully the spiders are gone and we're getting to a few fish. Let's have a look at this one, shall we? It's been pretty hard. Obviously I had plans to use my earth rigs, finesse, put loads of lovely little baits out there, but the spider crabs have been an absolute pain in the backside, which is a shame, because it messes the fishing up. But I definitely got weight on here. Could be 3 spider crabs. Yeah, look at that. The thing is with these Plaice, sometimes they don't fight until they get about 5 yards out, so I'm just gonna take my time. I've got 2 bits of rag and a little bit of squid on there. So, right, what I'm gonna do is take you closer to the water. Just in case there is a Plaice. Wish me luck. Let's keep winding. As I mentioned before, when you're using small hooks, you just got to take your time. Definitely wait. Hopefully it's not a spider crab. Oh, it's pulling back a bit then. As I mentioned, the last couple of casts, all my baits come back, so definitely in a better position. Definitely a bit of weight. Are we winning? Oh, no, spider crab. Anyway, that's what I'm dealing with. We don't get sick of that sight, do we? Back to reality though, I've lost about 15 hooks. I can't actually believe this has happened to me this evening. I'm at Abbotsbury, well, halfway between Abbotsbury and Bexley. My friend was here last night, caught loads of Plaice, and I'm stinking the place out. I've only been here about 3 hours, but I've not had any Plaice. The spiders are an absolute nightmare, but that's fishing, that's Chesil. I've got friends at Cogden catching fish tonight, no spiders, all right? I'm happy to tell you that. I've made a decision to come here, which is turning out to be the wrong one, but that's life. I like to be honest with you. Obviously, I'm stinking the place out at the moment, but the fish could come on the feed. If the tide turns, tomorrow morning could be different story, no spider crabs, and I could get into some nice place. This is real, I'm being honest with you. Stick with it. Hopefully I'll get into a few fish. I'm gonna keep trying, keep tying rigs, keep changing baits. This is fishing. That's why we all love it, eh? Anyway, I'll leave you in peace. When I come back, hopefully I'll get into a few fish. But do you know what? If I don't catch any fish, I've got some sausages and I'm gonna be eating a sausage sandwich in a bit. I'll show you that, shall I? I'll show you my sausage. What more can you ask for? Cheers, everyone. Keep with it, yeah? Guess what, everyone? I can kind of smell them. They look terrible, don't they? It's because I cut them in half to make sure they're cooked. But they don't look the best, I know. But they smell just fine. Oh, hang on, I was just going to do an intro to the morning. There's a massive shoulder mackerel. Should I take you? Look at that. Hope you can see that. Mackerel everywhere. Whoa, they're getting beat up by bass. Whoa, they're everywhere. Can hear them popping all the way along. Birds are working. Whoa, look. Whoa. I'm gonna get a spinner. I've got a little spinner. Let's show these mackerel here. Everywhere. Watch it. I'm going to put a spinner through it. Morning, you alright? Welcome back to Chesil. As you can see, it's alive with fish. So this is not the normal way I target bass with a 4.2 metre rod. But I've got it out ready, obviously, because I'm plaice fishing. So I've stuck a lure on the end and I'm going to see if I can get a bass. It's alive with mackerel, but I think something's beating the mackerel up and I hope it's bass. The water's thick with them. Gotta make sure my drag's set. Oh, the wave. I won't mess around for this. I won't mess around with this for very long. We got the Plaice rods in. Yesterday is my hardest session on camera since I started. I only fished for about 4 hours, but the spiders really made it unfishable and I should have moved. I lost every hook that I put out and I blanked. The spiders were relentless, to be fair. But today's a new day, and if the spiders go, I've definitely got a chance. That's a big if. Birds are going mental behind you. I'll turn you around. Look at all them mackerel. Let's put a spinner through them. Oh, look at them. Got one in the mouth this time. Morning everyone, welcome back to the beautiful Chesil Beach here in Dorset. As you just seen, it's totally alive with mackerel. I was hoping to pick up a bass on the back end of them, but there's, so far as I can see, it's just shoals of mackerel. Be good if you come down for the morning, just wanted to get a bucket full of mackerel, eh? Today's a new day. Obviously yesterday was probably the hardest, or last night was the hardest it's ever been on camera. Obviously I've had times when I blanked before, because this year's been pretty hard, but to be relentlessly just bit off by spider crabs was pretty annoying, and I didn't even catch a fish. I couldn't even keep a bait in the water. They must be all piled up like you see in the movies or on these nature programs, because I literally would cast out, 5 minutes later, all 3 hooks gone. Today's a new day, so I'm going to stay positive. It's real. I've decided to come this side of Abbotsbury. It could turn out to be a right mess up, but that's life. So what I'm going to do now is get the rigs out again, be positive, put the baits out there, roll some baits around. Hopefully we can get into a few places. It's going to be another scorching day today, but the wind is absolutely freezing at the moment, which is quite nice because it's been hot for about a week, and as we know, next week's going to be like 36 degrees. So I'm making the most of it. It's real. It could be a 10-minute video, but today could really pick up. We could catch a dozen Plaice, and it could be the best video I've ever put out. That's fishing. That's why we love it. My name's Wayne. It's an absolute privilege to have you back here with me on this beautiful Friday morning in Dorset. Thanks again everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. Morning everyone. So I'll just quickly briefly show you my rig. As I've mentioned probably about 10 times, yesterday was horrendous and the spiders were relentless. So what I'm going to do today is use a Bagnall bar. You've seen one of these before. What I'm going to do is just use a single hook, single snood. So if I lose that hook, yeah, I've got to retie my stop knot, lose a sequin and one bead, but it's not the end of the world. When I've been losing 2 or 3 hooks a time on my earth rig, it becomes a pain. And I just lose the will to live. So if I lose a single hook, then it's fine. If I put this out there and it comes back in with bait, what I'll do is step it up and put a 3 hook rig out. Just see how it goes. Hopefully they could have moved off. As we know, or as I know and you lot probably know, spiders can move. They can cover some amazing ground, and today they could be gone and it could just be fish central. It's happened before, so stick with it. All right, I'm going to get this one baited up with ragworm. Well, I can do that now if you want. Some nice ragworm. But yeah, it's fine. It's fishing. At the end of the day, if I come down here and blank and just lose a load of hooks, I've still been out fishing. It's not the end of the world, is it? I'm the lucky one. I'm coaching this afternoon, totally different part of the beach, fishing for bream, so this isn't going to affect my clients. Obviously if I was coaching here I'd move. But yeah, I'm going to get this out there, we're going to do some fishing, wish me luck, hopefully we get into a few fish and the spiders are long gone. Right, I've just cast this one out. Yeah, I think I picked up a mackerel or something. Yeah, there's so many mackerel right there. I think I picked one up on the way out. Anyway, I'll wind this fish in and we'll start again. Yeah, I just stuck this one out there because I didn't lose my hooks on the first cast. I put a 3-hook clip down with little strips of mackerel, squid and rag. I chucked it out, put the rod in the rest, and as I went to tighten up, the rod just pulled right round. It's probably a mackerel, but it could be a bream. I'm a little bit far along for bream, but you do get them here. But it's probably going to be a mackerel, which would be a pain. I'm not blanking now, am I? What's going on here? I think I picked up more on the way in. There's so many mackerel about at the moment. Oh yeah, as expected. Wow. So there you go. Totally ruined my rig. Pair of mackerel, thank you. It's pretty much following on from yesterday, everyone. But I'll stay positive though, because it's only like 5 o'clock. Got a long way to go yet. Yeah. Well, I was just chilling out in my shelter and the sun's coming up now. It's 8 o'clock. It's just been pretty hard and I've just had a few pull downs, but you know. Definitely wait. Could be Mr. You know. Right, everyone, welcome back. Look at it, it's absolutely stunning. What a beautiful day here in Dorset. As you just seen, I made a decision to come down between Abbotsbury and Bexington. My friend come 2 days ago and caught a load of Plaice. I don't follow reports or whatever. I know there's fish coming in at Cogden, but I just thought, oh yeah, I'll come down here, give it a go. Get into a few Plaice and catch a few rays. But obviously the spider crabs have turned up here for some reason in massive numbers. I probably lost about 30 hooks, had to remake about 20 rigs. So I promise you I've worked really hard and I've really tried, but I'm just slightly disappointed. As you know by now, I don't mind when I blank on this beach because normally the beach is fishing hard. But when it's fishing good, I normally get amongst a fish. So why I'm annoyed is, as I made a decision to come here and it's been terrible. That's the only reason I haven't caught fish, is because of my decision making. So yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed with myself, but that's fishing. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna post this video up just to show you that, you know, we all make mistakes. But yeah, I've worked harder than I ever have done. And I've caught a few mackerel by mistake. I caught some on the spinner, but no Plaice, no target species, no nothing. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going coaching this afternoon, so I'm going to pack up now, get myself back down Ferrybridge End, get on the bream for my clients, and we'll definitely have a better afternoon than I have morning and last night. All I have to say is, my name's Wayne. It's an absolute privilege to fish for you. I'll see you next week when I'll get over myself and I'll be in a much better mood, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Oh yeah, enjoy the sunshine. 40 degrees apparently. Cheers everyone. Thanks again for watching.